It's the third off season. I didn't do one last year, so here it is this year. It ain't gonna be pretty, but I'll do my best. Last year, Romeo Crennel decided to leave. I don't know why, don't ask me, he just did. Took a job over in New Jersey and coaches the Giants. Oddly enough, I traded Quinn to him for a running back this past season. They went 7-9, we went 19-0 with Al Saunders. So it looks like we came out on top. Saunders was actually our offense coordinator from the previous season, so we needed to replace him. That's where Mike Holmgren comes into play. He elevated this entire offense. Defensively, Rob Ryan was our defensive coordinator, but decided to take a head coaching job in Denver. So we decided to bring back an old Cleveland coach, Bill Belichick, who's named the NE coach, New England, but still has all the history, except for that special teams part. I'm not quite sure what that is. Finally, we resigned our special teams coach from the prior year. Moving on to retirement, Cleveland legend Ray Lewis retired today. It's a sad, sad day. Even worse, Nick Sorensen is calling it a career. No words can describe the impact of his loss. Now we had two restricted free agents, both of these guys were on the bottom of our depth chart, and I was going to pay the minimum because, well, I'm cheap. So, for them to find a job somewhere else is nice, even if it's not for me. Now we have to choose who to resign. I'll tell you right now, it's a lot. Hank Fraley is our first guy we have to negotiate with, and he's our starting center. He's 33 years old, so he's got a few years in him before he's got to move on. Retire, not die. He's coming back. Next guy is the right guard, Ryan Tucker. He's 36, so not many years left with. We don't have a capable starter behind him, so we'll be bringing him back as well. We also signed a couple of young guys to cheap contracts that have no impact if we cut them later on. I'm just pure evil. Biggest re-signing so far, Cameron Wembley. We needed him bad. He's the fastest guy on the team, well, the linebackers, and he can cover tight ends and running backs on the edge. He's returning. Now McDonald and Wright are two corners that I desperately need to re-sign to keep this team elite for years, but that also means we might be looking to move on from Will Allen. Also signed the punter. Punters are people too. We did resign Robert Smith. He had a great season this past year, and he'll be returning. And these are the guys that I'm letting go. See ya. Okay, we move on to free agency. Big names on the market, and one of them is Tom Brady going to Atlanta. I'm sure he wants to see if he can maintain a 28-3 lead better than Matt Ryan. Derek Anderson took himself to Seattle, nice city, after staying with Miami for 3 seasons because of a trade from Cleveland back in year 1. Cutler is going to New York with Romeo Crennel because he doesn't believe in Brady Quinn as a starter anymore. Lastly, Matt Leinart is joining our division as a leader of the Baltimore Ravens. Other big news is Bolden going to San Diego, Burris going to the Jets like his real life counterpart. Lavernius Coles is joining Cincinnati and should help their team after their abysmal season. Torrey Holt going to the Giants to help out Cutler, and Santana Moss going to San Diego with Bolden. Defensively, not too many big names moving, but San Diego is stocking up on defense here, signing DeMarcus Ware and re-signing Sean Merriman. Okay, the draft is next. I do have the first pick in the first, second, and fourth round due to trades I made with Chicago because I'm smart and take advantage of the weak. I'm a terrible human being. The first pick, I drafted a defensive end, Jay Holmberg. He was signed to a long-term deal, 7 years. He's a speed pass rusher, and I plan on rotating him or sitting him behind a veteran for a year or two, Robert. The last pick in the first round, we chose Ron Hall. He's a free safety who's hard-hitting and could replace the legend Nick Sorensen or back up Ed Reed for a few years. He's better at free safety than at strong safety. He's not very fast, but he's kind of smart, so it feels like a bust pick for me. With Ray Lewis' retirement, we needed a replacement, and Robert Hickston was our guy. He'll be competing with last year's rookie for the spot. Dude is fast, and he is smart. Hit it on the nail. Well, he can't tackle, but he'll learn. At this point, late in the second round, I had no clue who to sign, so these are just depth guys who hopefully can be good backups or starters after the older players retire. Good depth for our line. We're getting up there in age, and I'll likely move him to left guard. Phil Carter is our 3rd round pick. We let one of our tight ends go. Olsen is on the last year of his contract, but let's be honest, this guy is slow as molasses and can't really block. But he's got good hands. He's got good hands. 4th round pick was Eric Pickens. Again, signing guys for depth. He's decent enough and will be battling for the backup spot, and hopefully he can develop. 5th round, we drafted another quarterback, going with the whole draft a quarterback every season, Andre Reeves. We need a 3rd stringer. He's good enough for that. Good arm, pocket quarterback. Let's see if he develops. Sylvester Fulton is our 6th round pick. No clue who to draft at this point, since we're this late in the draft. You're looking for developmental guys, project players, right? With decent speed like that, hopefully he can shine like a diamond. Lastly, Mr. Irrelevant, Porter Abrams. We're probably going to cut these last 2 guys, but who knows?